Good evening, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners. As you're aware, Mr. Russ Oliver is off. Won't say more about it. The first thing we need to bring up is the industrial access for the Rex lumber mill, where we're moving a new road into the site. We're also having to do improvements on Old US 231, otherwise known as County Road 7714, and County Road 7723. What we run into here with this, we have a short deadline. So the road inside the site requires a lot of engineering. It's going to be a 5-lane road. It's deep into the site. The Rex Mill has contracted with CDG engineers to develop their site plan. What they're doing is they're cutting the hill down and moving it to the sides to flatten it out. So there's a lot of dirt involved with this. My laugh is that they did a 200-acre survey in less than a day. So the first thought came to mind is they used a drone that can position vertically and horizontally, all that did. Put it in the computer. All this that I know is out there, but I don't have it available. So yes, my recommendation would be to the commission if they would consider allowing CDG engineers to be our engineer for this road reconstruction 7724. So for that, having said that, the road department's requesting, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners, that if you would waive the rules and let us bring this forward at this time for asking CDG to be our engineers.
Okay. Any questions? Comment?
I have a package for you at this point with what CDG is often provide for us. They obviously by this quick and simple piece of material, they are quite familiar with the requirements for the state of Alabama, RDOT, to develop a set of plans acceptable to the state that can be used for this. If you look at it, there's extensive surveying that they're going to provide for our roadways and design for it. They're also performing the application information for this grant, and this is what we're looking at. This is a very large amount of money, so we're looking at giving grant funds there. So that's also part of their package that they wish to offer to us.
Anything else on that? Go ahead, John.
We just like the approval of their consulting amount and what's in there so that you can study it.
Okay.
Okay. Then the other piece that we have right at this time, we are looking at getting a second grant for paving the road south of the site. This is old 231-7714 down south to the new to 231. It will be a community block grant development, and we're working with Miss Ashton Estes with Central Alabama Planning to develop the grant, and she will be here on the next meeting to bring further information for the application.
Okay.
So just Mr. Oliver just asked that for a placeholder for you.
Comment? Okay, go ahead.
We have Mr. Oliver and I, the road department, would like to share with you our equipment bids that we got the results of our sale. We look at our Mack trucks. We did quite well with them. The other pieces of equipment we did surprisingly well. Down in one shop we had an old 30-year-old dozer sold for much more than we expected. So somebody wanted it more than we did. And the last thing would probably to bring up, I'm kind of jumping out, I beg you, you have been inquiring about the PALS program. We've been waiting for information from them, haven't got it, so I'm going to give you what I do have so far. We have got the bags, the trash collection bags, so they are available. You notifications to the other cities, Goshen and Brundage pick theirs up, Florida pick theirs up, so we have dispersed all we can. We're still waiting for their information and started, but as soon as we get it, we'll forward it on to y'all. So you can further develop it. That's all I have for right now.
Questions for the engineer?
On PAL, have we come up with a plan where we go have a drop-off site?
We're hoping to get further information from them, but yes, sir, we'll have a plan for drop-off and pickup of the bags too, so.
Anybody else? Thank you, John. EMA?
Mr. Chairman, the only thing I have tonight is a request on a sub-award grant for the EMPG money for an additional $832 from the state that I'll be asking for approval on.
Okay. Questions for EMA? Attorney report.
No report, other than I'll have some comments when we get down to the 772 notice
Okay.
under administrator's report.
All right. Commissioner report on anything? Sir? Okay. Administrator?
First, we've got the 772 notice that Alan's going to give y'all some information on that.
In your packet, you have the draft notice of proposed action at public meeting. And you recall, this will be our second 772 amendment notification. As you know, the Constitution prohibits the county, any municipality, any governmental body from using public monies for private benefit, except if you go through this 772 process, you do that. So this relates to the Rex Lumber project, and the first one we did, as y'all recall, related to purchasing the land using county money, borrowed the money from the bank, et cetera. This now specifically authorizes the borrowing of the money from the South Alabama Electric Co-op using their industrial recruitment development loan program. $750,000 loan, 0% interest. That I believe is 10 years.
It's 10 years.
Amortization period is my understanding. So, as shown in the notice that was published in the paper on Saturday.
I think it was actually on Friday, last Friday.
End of last week. It has to run 7 days, so either way, we're in the clear on the publication timeline. And this $600,000 will be used to pay off the Trobont Trust Company loan that was used to purchase the money. Purchase the real estate from the prior owner for the site, and then you'll have the interest is going to be paid just directly out of our general fund, not out of the loan proceeds. And then that'll leave $150,000, as we've talked many times, for various and sundry costs and expenses. So the purpose of this is for you in the business meeting to just have a motion and a second to adopt the 772 resolution, and then we'll get it signed with Robin and everything else, and that it will have the content of authorizing the co-op loan. That's the purpose of it.
Question? Everybody clear? Okay.
Okay, the next thing we have is the Act 2018-255 for Sunday alcohol sales. I believe y'all have a copy of a resolution in front of you.
Yes. It has became law.
It has passed its law.
It's passed.
Go ahead, Commissioner Harris.
It take the vote of Patrick County Commission to vote on this tonight.
Yes.
Since it's under the administrative report, we won't have to suspend the rules to do it since it's on the administrative report. And we can just go ahead and vote on it at the regular section.
Okay.
And my recommendation for that is that we voted to start immediately right after the 1st of April, not on the first day of April, because I believe that's the day that Christ rose. So make it on the 2nd of April start.
Okay.
You actually have in that resolution that you had, the draft, which I was asked to draft and send that over by email, which y'all got today. It is the language in it, if you've read it and had a chance to read it, is the one where you would be adopting, the commission would authorize the sale without a referendum. You would just be making it effective in granting the authority and permission to licensees just among majority vote, which is your option in Act number 255, which it refers to. But it does say that it will not be effective until the following Sunday, which is April the 8th. You could make it effective April 2nd, we thought about, but
It'll be all
it's
right.
really on the Sunday bills.
Right.
That'll be the following
Kick it
weekend.
it won't really commence or have any effect until April the 8th.
Okay.
It's just the following weekend, so
That's
it'll be
correct.
all right.
If that gets adopted, that's right.
Okay.
This resolution.
That's what that one says.
All right. Any more?
No, I'll just echo my concerns. We've talked about them, and I just want to, one more time, talk about that, I know the governor wouldn't sign our bill because it did not come, require a referendum. And I do think we need to make our businesses whole in the county, and they're not now that there's a unfair advantage on Sunday in the city, but I wish we would consider doing it by resolution,
Okay.
by referendum. Sorry.
Okay. Any more comments? Go ahead.
Okay, the next item is personnel for the sheriff's department. The sheriff has sent over a letter that's placed in front of all of y'all. His captain deputy is retiring effective March the 31st of this month, and he is requesting that Lauren Buck Williams be placed in that position beginning April the 4th, which will be the first pay period after Captain Dennis Riley's retirement. If y'all have any questions, he's here. If y'all have any questions for him.
I don't have a question, but I will make a comment. Dennis, we just would like to thank you very much for all your years of service. It's an honor that we have had you on our force. Thank you very much. Okay.
All right, the fourth item under the administrator's report is budget amendment. I'm gonna let the Chief Financial Officer, Deborah Gibson, explain it to y'all.
I gave you a budget amendment, and it's just to amend the budget for the 24-month plan that y'all adopted after the budget had been passed. It's pretty well self-explanatory, but if you don't understand any of it, because it involves several different funds, just let me know. It's just following your plan, the plan that y'all placed. So if y'all have any questions, just let me know.
Questions?
I have a comment, a question. All this is, when we voted on the 24-month plan and tried to put that together for our local road paving budget, there were some things that we had to wait on. We had to wait on revenue. Even though we voted on it in October, the money didn't start coming in until January, and we had to allow it to build up before we could let some of these local road paving jobs. And now that we've had some few months to start collecting this money, we won't be able to actually, we got to make this budget amendment to be able to allocate the funds so we can let those local road paving jobs.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Okay.
Okay, moving on to current business. The first item is the petition to vacate a portion of County Road 7717. I believe y'all's plans are to take action on that tonight.
We are.
Okay. The next thing will be, number 3 would be, because I believe the engineer personnel is going to be moved forward until engineer gets back in town. The Alabama ABC Retail Beer All Premises Only request from the Henderson Mall. They have met all the requirements that the commission sets forth, so it's ready to be voted on if y'all wish to do that tonight.
Okay.
Number 4, Personnel County Administrator. I don't know if y'all have anything new on that.
It just needs to stay on there until it's time. It's just, we're going through the process, and we just wanted to remind everybody that we are.
Mr. Chairman,
Go ahead.
on the personnel administrator, we only have, this week is the last week for resumes to come in. And, my suggestion, like we did, used to do it before, as soon as it's over, that, each commissioner get a copy of the resume the first week of April. And the second week, we look at them and try to pick out the top 3 or top 5. And the following week, we discuss it. And the last week, we'll be ready to hire between the last week and the first meeting of May.
Okay, anything else? Okay,
Question.
go ahead.
How many resumes we received?
I've got, close to, I guess, around 10 now. 2 came in today, and, be honest with you, I'm not keeping count in my head until after Friday at 3 o'clock. Then after Friday at 3 p.m., I'll see how many we got. I got my folder. Y'all want me to scan all that and email it to each of you? And then you can...
We will need a copy of
Just
that.
scan and put it in each one of our boxes.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
well, I can email them, and then you can have them Friday afternoon. If you want me to do that.
It'll be fine. Another question.
Go ahead.
I read in the paper that the closing date would be on the 30th at 3 o'clock. Why 3 o'clock? We closed the office at 5. Someone might have one come in later.
I don't know, I didn't say that.
I know, that's in the paper.
I think Harry did it. I didn't know if he had talked to you about what was a good time to have it in, since it'd be your office that they're coming into, not our office. So I believe Harry, that was something Harry did.
That was just a...
I think to allow for
3
time to get
o'clock,
them out.
5
so-
o'clock. That was just what he picked.
Normally when we do jobs, we usually do it 4 o'clock on whatever day the closing day is at this office.
Anything else?
Okay. That's all I have. Our next scheduled meeting is April the 9th.
Okay. Any questions for the administrator? Okay, thank you again. Our work session will now come to a close. Our regular meeting will convene at 6 p.m. Come to order. If you will all stand. Father, I thank you for the beauty of this day, and ask that you bless each person in this room. Father, we as a commission can act on behalf of the people of Pike County, and that we do so in a manner pleasing unto your sight. Forgive us where we fail you, Lord, every day. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Let the record show that all commissioners are present. Approving from the minutes from the March meeting. So moved. Motion by Commissioner Barron, second by Commissioner Wright. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That motion carries. Need approving for claims. Motion by Commissioner Harris.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Johnson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We'll now go ahead and take on the closing of County Road 7717. Yes, sir.
Commissioner County Road 7714 that I recommend to accept Lockheed Martin petition.
So I have a motion by Commissioner Wright for vacating 7717. Second by Commissioner Barron. Roll call vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Abstain.
Yes.
Yes.
The motion carries. Okay. Engineer's report. Hold up, John. Any of you that want to leave after that, you may go ahead if you'd like, or you're welcome to stay with us through the whole meeting. Go ahead, John.
Good evening, Commissioners and Chairman. My name is John Bergschneider. I'm the Assistant County Engineer. Mr. Oliver's not available this evening. First, I'd like to lay some foundation about our first item, the Industrial Access Project. It's a multi-part project, a fast-track process. It's so fast, the contractors already started clearing the site. And so what's going to happen is for Pike County, we're concerned with the road inside the facility, and we'll need a set of plans quickly to meet their goals.
All right, this is just to engage CDG Engineering for the engineering work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all this is for today.
Yes, sir. And but we'd have to request that you waive your rules to.
Okay, so we'll need a first motion to suspend the rules on this project. Go ahead.
Chairman,
Yes.
make a motion that we suspend the rules.
Motion by Commissioner Harris, seconded by Commissioner Copeland. Roll call vote.
Yes.
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 Okay, and now we need a motion to engage CDG as the engineer.
Chairman, I make a motion that we engage the.
Motion by Commissioner Harris,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wright. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Then, sirs, we have another just item for you, that we are also applying for a CDBG grant to pave the road south of the site. It's in fair shape, but with a new amount of traffic on there would be. We'll come back next meeting and we'll have more information for you at that time.
Great. Any questions for the engineer? Anything else, John?
We'll pick up the other parts later.
Thank you. EMA?
Mr. Chairman, I'm just asking for suspension of the rules tonight to approve a MPG grant we received for $832 for signature by the commission.
Okay.
By Chairman.
What you said?
Motion for $832.
I need to.
Motion by Commissioner Wright, seconded by Commissioner Barron. Roll call vote.
Yes.
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 All right, now we need a motion to accept the check.
So,
Motion by Commissioner Wright,
Second.
second by Commissioner Barron. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Herb. Attorney's report.
I'll just wait till administrative report
Okay.
on 717.
Any commissioner have anything to add at this time? Administrator.
Okay, we have 4 things under the administrator's report tonight. The first being the 772 notice.
All right, all 4 of these items that we intend to vote on have to have rules suspended. We can do that with one motion and then act on them at each individual action.
That's correct.
Okay, so we need a motion to suspend the rules to accept these things.
Mr. Chairman, I motion to suspend the rules all 4 under the administrative report.
Motion by Commissioner Wright,
Second.
second by Commissioner Johnson, requires a roll call vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
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 that motion carries. And now go ahead with your,
Okay, 772 notice.
As discussed in the work session, this is just the amendment 772 that is required in order to provide public funds and aid and assistance for private purpose. And this is related to the Rex Lumber loan from the South Alabama Electric Co-op for $750,000.
okay.
So need a motion to adopt the 772 resolution, and then we'll get that signed.
Okay. So we need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Commissioner Copeland,
Second.
second by Commissioner Johnson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, the next thing is the resolution for the Sunday alcohol sales in Pike County.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make the motion to adopt the resolution authorizing the sale of alcohol on Sundays pursuant to Act 2018-255. And the resolution should become effective upon a majority of the vote permission.
I have a motion by Commissioner Barron,
Second.
second by Commissioner Wright. Let's do a roll call vote.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
No.
Motion carries 4-2. Okay.
Okay, the third item is personnel for the Sheriff's Department to appoint Lauren Butt Williams as the deputy captain, as requested by the sheriff.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Harris,
Second.
second by Commissioner Johnson. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries.
The last item would be the budget amendment that pertain to your 24-month plan.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to see that the October 24-month plan vote is amended to show that in the budget.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Johnson,
Second.
second by Commissioner Copeland. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Okay. The next thing I have, moving down to current business, will be the retail beer off premises only request for the Henderson Mall, and that has, everything has been completed, and y'all can act on that.
Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we honor the request of Grace for Henderson Malls.
Okay.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Johnson, seconded by Commissioner Barron. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And I think that's all we have to act on.
That's all I have that y'all wanted to act on right now, just so we have our next scheduled meeting, April the 9th, 2018.
Okay. Go ahead, Commissioner.
I stated in the work section about item 4, that as soon as the deadline is up, that we get the resumes, each commissioner. It doesn't call for a vote, but
Right.
just, right.
What we will have to do though is set up some meetings with 3 of us at a time so we can look over these and talk about them, and so we don't violate the sunshine law. And we'll get together and figure that out and let everybody know.
And you can all, at some point, go in executive session as entire commission to
Okay.
review.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
You stated that we have to break up in sections to look at. Why we have to break up in sections to look?
No, we don't, to interview.
I don't follow.
We all can't interview them at the same time, can we?
I'm not talking about the interview, I'm talking about the commission break up in section. You saying that the commission break up in section, or the ones that put in their resume?
No, the commission. Since we all can't do it together, that we will set at separate time for each of us to look at these.
Rotate the
Yeah, and rotate and look at the,
That's not fair to the commissioners. Everybody, all commissioners need to be present when you look at the resume.
I don't know if we can do that.
Along with the media.
He just said that you could go into executive session.
Well, here's my suggestion. I mean, let me, Friday, when the deadline's up and we see how many we have and who they are, I'm gonna email those to all of you. And if you, for whatever it's worth, I mean, I'll put what I would recommend as a timeline, a procedure that you're allowed to do. Just like we did when Harry was hired. I mean, the law has not changed. It's changed some, but not much about meetings for that purpose. But there are things you cannot all get together and deliberate. You divide up into committees. But then you can, of course, at any time, if if it meets an exception of the Open Meetings Act, you can have the entire commission meet. You can call a special meeting for the purpose of good name and character and reviewing all the resumes anytime you feel like that's necessary during this process. And I'll verify and double check, but I think that's also when you interview a candidate, you're falling under that exception, and it should be permissible. But let me just verify that, because we want to, you know, have the steps. Now, you may decide a little later as to when you want to have a certain phase completed, or, you know, when you want the timeline to be. I'm just gonna give you what I believe legally you're allowed to do, and then you can figure out the time. Because you don't have a deadline. I mean, you can make that decision when you're ready.
What I'm saying, in the past, and I've been here that long, I've been on the high 3 administrators. All commissioners met at one time, got all of their resumes at one time. All 6 commissioners was present when you did it. And that way it keep our conflict from this commission picking this person, this commission picking that person. You know, if Johnson and me and Chad go in, we might pick these people. Then the rest of the commission go in, they might pick those people. We all go in at one time and pick those people who will be the top 5. Call down the conflict.
We're on the same page.
And also, the media was there, you know. Call a special meeting. The media was there on all of the meetings and all of the interviews.
Okay.
So the chairman,
Well, they're there
the chairman
until you
called,
decide you want
the
to
chairman called
deliberate.
what time we would get ready to meet, and he placed it where everybody could
That'll be
meet.
fine. But there will be, there will be some executive session
Oh, yes.
conferences, because as in any interview process, there are going to be some things you don't discuss in public,
That's true.
which is why you are allowed to have good name and character exceptions behind closed doors.
We did that in the last.
And we'll get that worked out. But you're right.
Okay.
I mean, all those good points.
Okay. Is that it, Commissioner? Okay. Anybody else? Closing comments?
No.
Okay. Our next meeting is April the 9th, and I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Second. We have a motion and a second by Robert Rules. We are adjourned.
Troy Cable Security Wi-Fi